took off like every other flight, 227 passengers, 12 crews, one destination. But somewhere over the dark waters of the Indian Ocean, it simply vanished. No mayday, no wreckage, just silence. This is the haunting story of the MH370, the plane that disappeared into thin air. On March 8, 2014, a quiet Saturday night in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 was scheduled to fly to Beijing. The clock struck 12:41 a.m. when the Boeing 777 lifted off, smooth, steady, and full of dreams. On board were 239 souls, families, business travelers, students, and crew, people from 15 different countries. Everything was normal. The weather was clear. The flight climbed to 35,000 feet. But then at 1:19 a.m., the co-pilot spoke the last words ever heard from the aircraft. "Good night, Malaysian 370. Moments later, MH370 vanished from radar. Air traffic controllers tried to make contact, but there was no response. The radar bleep that represented the aircraft simply disappeared as if someone had turned off a switch. But here's where it gets stranger. Military radar later showed the plane turning back, sharply west, crossing Malaysia, heading toward the Indian Ocean. Someone had manually turned off its communication systems, deliberately. Was it a hijacking, a pilot suicide, a technical glitch? Nobody knew. The world woke up to a mystery. Families rushed to airports, newsrooms exploded with speculation, but there were no answers, only questions floating above endless blue water. Within hours, one of the largest search missions in aviation history began. Dozens of ships, satellites, and aircraft from multiple nations scanned the sea, from the South China Sea to the Indian Ocean. But the ocean is vast, deeper than our imagination, darker than our fears. For weeks, nothing, not a seat cushion, not a wing. Then years later, debris started washing ashore. A wing flap here, a panel there. On distant beaches in Madagascar and Reunion Island, proof the plane had gone down, but not why. Over time, theories multiplied. Some said the pilot, Captain Zahir Ahmad Shah, deliberately crashed the plane. Others blamed a fire or an electrical failure or even government cover-ups. But the truth, the real truth remains locked beneath thousands of meters of cold, silent water. The black box never spoke, the wreckage was never found, and to this day, families still wait for a knock, a call, or a miracle. MH370 isn't just a mystery, it's a mirror of our fragility. In an age where satellites track our every move, a massive jetliner still managed to vanish without a trace. Somewhere out there, beneath miles of ocean, lies the answer. But until it is found, MH370 will remain the plane that defied the world's certainty. What do you think of this story? I'd like to know in the comment section. For more stories like this, please follow, like, share, and subscribe.